Om Shanti. The world has become artificial, very materialistic. Artificial plants look real. Artificial diamonds appear real. White metal looks like gold. Friends appear true. But once you turn your back, they will turn on you. The relations seem to be honest, loveful, and genuine, but not in true. The most alarming thing is people are masking their selfish motives. Wherever you see around the world, it is very difficult to find a honest and unselfish motive. There is no doubt need to develop the power to discern, the power to understand, the power to recognize what is genuine, what is honest, what is right and what is wrong. This power to discern will give to a human mind to recognize who is who and what is what. People are getting attracted towards the beautiful faces, the beautiful sweet words, but unable to understand the selfish motives behind the beautiful faces. People are getting attracted towards the glittering and noisy world and forgetting their inner silence world. There are famous quotations saying that all that is glittering is not gold. Don't go by the cover of the book. How much are we really applying these quotations in our life? Don't you think that we are getting deceived by the external masking, by the external glittering? Our ancestors have presumed this condition that how next generations will be placed in a whirlpool of masking and deceiving, but externally it would be seen to our glittering and beautiful faces. They want this condition well before itself in the epics and scriptures. Don't you remember the story of Sita? Sita, the great lady, a divine woman, the queen of Ramraj. She was brought up in complete luxuries, in a big kingdom. But once it was decided that Sri Rama, her husband, needs to go into the forest for an exile, she decided that she will follow the footsteps of her husband. She gave least priority to the luxuries, to the family, to the kingdom. She only kept her husband Rama in her mind and said that I will be happy wherever you are. And so, happily living with Sri Rama and Lakshmana in Dandakaranya at Panchavati. She was very happy. But do you remember from when onwards Sita's sorrows started? Yes, when the character called Ravana entered. He saw that he could not enter the Lakshman Rekha, so disguised himself as a hermit and asked for alms. Sita, when said that she cannot cross this Lakshman Rekha, Ravana, who was in disguise of a hermit, spoke to Sita in such a manner that Sita ignored Lakshmana's words. And what were Lakshmana's words? Do not cross this magical line. Sita ignored Lakshmana's words, and the moment she crossed the line, Sita's sorrow started. She had to live for many years in Ashokavatika in a demon kingdom. Sita's sorrow started when she crossed that protection line. Sita crossed the Gita and her sorrow started. Gita meaning a line also. Spirituality says that we are all Kaliyugi Sitas. We also are crossing our limits, tempted towards the desires, cross the lines, and finally end up our lives in miseries, griefs, and sorrows. Situations may come in such a manner that human soul, which can be called as Kaliyugi Sita, will cross the protective line drawn by the Supreme Soul. Nowadays, this protective line is seen as a bondage. They feel that we have all the freedom. We know how to live. We know how to dress up. So why this line of protection? Because we know what to do. Sita, When ignored, Lakshmana crossed that magical protective line, her sorrow started. Similarly, even in the current situation, also, when a person feels because of his ego, when a person feels that I don't need this protective line drawn by others because I know what is correct, what is wrong, I know what are my limits, meaning they are crossing the protective line, they are crossing the Gita. For example, there are certain norms and limits for a righteous dress code for every human being. But nowadays, youth say that this is a fashion, just as Ravana came before Sita in the form of a mendicant. Similarly, this unrighteous dress code, this exposure will come in the form of fashion, today's trend. When they cross this line, they are making their lives miserable. Let us take another example. Parents give freedom to their children to enjoy with their friends, but there is a limit of how much to enjoy, at what time to enjoy, with whom you can enjoy. Certainly, there is a limit, there is a line, protective line drawn by the parents to their children. But what is happening nowadays? In the name of friendship, so many youth are crossing their lines. In the name of need, people are crossing and getting into the trap of the desires. We have to remember one thing here. All these unrighteous things, temptations, desires, everything will come in a disguise. We need to open our eye of wisdom to discern what is there before me. Is it a fashion? Is it an unrighteous dress code? Is it my freedom to enjoy my friendship? Am I enjoying my friendship within the lines or am I crossing the line? We need to develop, we need to activate the power to discern. Once we ignore our families, our parents' words, once we ignore God's protective line, the moment we cross the line, just as Sita, our sorrows will start. By the end of the day, human life is full of sorrows and griefs. And again, they will come to God and say, God, why didn't you protected me? God, what are you doing? Now tell me, is God giving you sorrow or you are going towards sorrow even though God is guarding around you? In fact, Sita was in a confusion whether to follow Lakshmana's words or to follow hermit's words. Finally, she gave priority to Maya Ravan's words, ignored Lakshmana's words, and hence crossed the line. Similarly, today's youth also, they want to consider their parents' guidance also, but finally they give priority to the fashion, unrighteousness. They ignore their parents' words. They ignore God's guidance. They give priority to the world's unrighteous fashions. People are giving priority to the desires but not to the protective line, the Gita, sung by God. Gita has two meanings, a line, also a song. At this confusion point, human mind needs some discerning element, a tool, to decide what is right, what is wrong, whether to cross, not to cross. For this, just as a jeweler has a eye glasses to discern whether these diamonds are true or not, similarly, God has given us a spiritual tool called the knowledge, the Gita of Bhagavan. The knowledge given by God in various religions by the help of scriptures and holy books of every religion. Before taking a step, either by your thought, word, or action, take a pause, reflect upon your action. You tally whether it is equaling what God is saying? If it is not accepted by the gods and elders and parents, just stop it. Don't take even a single step. If you feel that the thought you are getting is according to the God's words, then undoubtedly proceed, even the whole world is obstructing you. The only thing we need to do is we need to open the eye of wisdom, just as jeweler discerns between the real and unreal diamonds. Similarly, we need to understand this masking concept that is going on in the present condition. We need to understand whether the person is genuine or not. We are not supposed to see only with these physical eyes. We have a third eye, the eye of wisdom, the eye of knowledge. There is no use in repenting after crossing the line. It will take some years to come back into the line, just as happened to Sita. One thing we have to follow Sita is always be with Rama. Who is Rama here? Mur Manobhirama, Hrudayabhirama, your God, whom you can always keep him in your heart and mind. Don't leave his hand. But like Sita, let us not ignore Lakshmana's words. Lakshmana was her well wisher, but in that condition, in that situation, Sita didn't even believe Lakshmana, which was very costly mistake for her life. Similarly, if we ignore our well-wishers' guidance, if we ignore the Gita drawn by the God, then definitely it will be a very costly mistake for our life. We, as Kaliyugi Sita, not cross the Gita, stay safe within the lines of that magical line. Reflect before you do. Don't repent after you do. Reflect before you do whether this is correct or not. Let me tell you, all sins are tempting. All unrighteous things are attracting. Just as all glittering is not gold, similarly, all that is tempting is not righteous and fruitful for a human life. So be aware of the tempting desires. Be aware of the masking selfish motives. Do not cross the Gita. Become a real Sita. Become a real companion to God. Stay within the lines. Stay happy. Stay protected. Om Shanti.